This subsection on additional syntax for the print function doesn't technically belong inside loops. The syntax can be used anytime, but it's really only useful inside of loops. Let's have a look. Got a couple of functions here. Let me run them first. And the first function, print1, prints two strings, and print2 ends up printing the same result, but quite differently. This is not a use inside of loops, it's just a very simple use to illustrate. Let's go back. So in the first function, we do what we have typically done with print statements. We print a bunch of items in a list. They all come out on the same line. They're separated by blanks by default, although we can use the sep keyword to change that. And then at the end of the print statement, by default, we go on to the next line, so a different line appears on the next line. We can modify what happens at the end just as we can modify the separator. Instead of the sep keyword, we have the end keyword. And a common thing is you don't want to go on to the next line. And since the typical thing here, like when we put a bunch of pieces, is that we want to separate them by blanks, if artificially I decide only to print these two items, and I want to be prepared to print this on the same line, what I want in between these, to be consistent with this, is a blank. And if this comes at the end of this print statement, I can put in the keyword end equals blank. So it would be just like the normal separator between successive terms. And just to be silly, I can print out just the next piece, same, in this print statement. But again, if I want to be able to continue on in the same line in the standard pattern, my ending here is going to be like the separator. Usually, it's a single blank. And then when I get, in this case, to the line, it's the end here, really, of my original print statement, and I do want to go on to the next line. So I have the normal print line. I don't change end, and so the conventional thing of the new line going on to the next line is what happens, and this appears on the next line. Now let's go on and do something that has a loop in it. I've come into the idle editor window with nspace1 from my examples. What I have here is list on one line. The point here is that when you use a for loop to take one item at a time from a list, you only process one item at a time, so you can only have a statement to print one item at a time. And if you don't want it to go on to the next line yet, you have to change the ending. And so I have here end equals single space, and I will separate everything by spaces. So this will neatly print all the items in my list on one line. For instance, here I have the example where it prints apple, banana, and pear. There's another print statement here warning you that this may not be what you expected. Think about exactly what this is going to print. Let's now run it. By the way, whenever I say think about this, you're welcome to stop the video and think. And then I'm going to go on. I'm not going to leave a bunch of blank space. So let's run this. Note this, apple, pear, banana, all in one line, but the other string is on the same line. Okay, often you're going to want to put a bunch of things on one line, but then it's supposed to be the whole line. So let's go back. How do we put these all on the same line and go on to the next line? Well, the first thing you might think of is, well, then the end shouldn't be this blank. I should just go back to the default. But then each one ends up on a separate line. As we go through the loop, we do want this. The trick is to think clearly of the order. You want to print this and stay on the same line. You want to print this and stay on the line. You want to print this, well, you could stay on the same line, as long as at the end you go on to the next line. The last part is not part of the loop. It comes after the loop. And so let's look at the variation here. N space 2. All I did was put a print statement with no parameters after, not inside, the for loop. So that allows all of these print statements to stay on the same line, but then when we've got everything, we go on, finally, once to the next line. And this is probably more what you expected, as we will see. Apples, bananas, pears on one line, then the rest on a new line. So this end equals blank is the most common thing, is a handy thing to remember for inside a loop where you want a bunch of stuff. So this end keyword, most typically with a space, although you could put a different ending, is definitely handy inside a loop. You should remember it. And this is a common thing that when you're done with your loop, afterwards, you are likely to want to have a print statement without a specialized ending, just having the default going on to a new line.